So we launched the Ghana Pothole exhibition yesterday, and already, I mean, people are sharing it and sharing their own potholes as well, which is really the idea. You know, sometimes when you keep doing the same thing and you're not getting the result you want, you have to try something new. And that's the idea here. We've had serious conversations about potholes. We have highlighted the seriousness of the cost it has on our health, on our economy, on our productivity. Look, potholes, I mean, and Raymond said it so well, that they are a direct indication of a failure of our system. Right? Look, this is the only country in which engineers wear suits. Engineer should be on the roads, checking, solving problems. It's a suit. You're sitting in an air-conditioned office. So who is fixing the problems? We now, as a country, we've decided that potholes are okay. We've decided that roads that are immotorable are okay. Because we decided to scrap the, what's it called? The road tolls, whose purpose was to maintain roads. We scrapped it. And what were we saying? We said e-levy will come and replace that. Do you remember the number of things the e-levy was supposed to come and do? Yeah. So it is clear that as a nation, we don't think there's anything wrong with a road that you can't use. A road that adds an extra hour to your commute. That extra hour that you are wasting in traffic, we don't think is wrong. Because after all, when you go to work, what are you going? You see, we have a certain mentality that allows us to see these eyesores and think they are okay.
But in these communities that you find the potholes, right, there are people staying in these communities,
yes,
who can actually force their district officials, municipal authorities to act. Why they are not doing so is also shocking to me. We must be very passive people. We must be people who really do not care about what's happening to our roads and everything. Because we use money to construct the roads. If they keep deteriorating by the day, tomorrow they'll come and say we have to clear everything and do fresh construction, which is big money construction we are talking about here. So at some point, if we care about collective property, like public good, like the way we care about private property, we will be interested in calling the people out, insisting, right? In other countries, they write letters. They'll bombard you with letters until you act. Others even demonstrate on issues. So, if we are failing to hold the people to account, see, Nkojo, Ghanaian leadership will not act unless you put pressure on them. In fact, the pressure might be coming from citizens or even from the IMF. But whichever direction, it is only pressure that gets our people to act.
Only language they understand.
I insist that the citizens have a responsibility, unfortunately, yes, to make sure that the things they pay for are delivered to them.
Ray, forgive me, but if I go and buy a car, and 3 months later, the car breaks down, will I take it lying down? Will I say, oh, well, c'est la vie? I will be screaming my head off at Toyota or whichever company I bought the car from. Because it's unacceptable for a vehicle to break down after 3, and that's a vehicle.
New vehicle.
When President Mahama commissioned the Dodi-Pepeso road, the one Kanazoe came to construct, the one that was associated with the bribe. You remember what he said? He said this is the best road that he has ever commissioned. 3 months later, peppered with potholes. 3 months. So you see, not only are we failing to supervise, first of all, we are hiring people who can't do the job. They can't do it. Secondly, we are failing to supervise them. Third, all the way up the chain to the man, the Oga at the top, we are all accepting mediocre work as high quality. All of us. And then the people in the community, once the potholes start appearing, do nothing. So look, the idea of this, I'm so sorry I've cut in, I know you were speaking.
No, 100%.
The idea of this pothole exhibition is that we have to become activists about this. The pressure has to be real so that they will come and do the job that they are being paid to do. They are being paid to do.
Have you seen that funny clip where they are comparing potholes across the world? and seriously, see, so a pothole is a depression in the road, right? But in our case, the pictures you see from some of the countries elsewhere, and when you compare to our own, the worst one was the guy who was fishing by that. This was a Nigerian or Cameroonian one. He was basically fishing in the pothole because, to make their point, there are places in this country that people go and put stems or sticks in the potholes to signal to people that, listen, this is a very big. This is not a pothole. This is a manhole. Yeah. But we accept it. We meander our way through. We are just okay with it.
It's fun thing.
Yeah.
So I repurposed the potholes in my report for planting for food and jobs. So I planted corn in some of them, maize, it was a rice in some of them, even tomatoes. I planted cocoa in a plantibi.
The village dam.
Very good. There was one village, one dam. You know, I even demonstrated how the potholes can help boost one district, one factory. You know, but we're just trying to put the spotlight on a serious problem, but we're trying to do it in a different way because, Charlie,
why on earth would you spend so much money to solve a problem that if you had just solved it today, it would cost you nothing? Why on earth would we wait forever just to solve a problem that if we had solved yesterday, it probably would have cost us peanuts? Procurement.
Okay, well.
Procurement. And so in our part of the world, we don't care about anything. And I've been having conversations with people who tell me, you know, that sometimes the percentage of profit that I put on projects in our part of the world. Because that person who sits in assembly, whose responsibility it is to, you know, actually fix these roads, what is he doing? Over here, even when through force majeure or whatever, you're not able to come to work, you are in a hurry, you tell the guys, oh, can I join you via phone or via Zoom so that I'm part of the conversation? Because you don't want to end the day without, you know, making payments. I mean, without working or being productive. Out there, within the public sector, within the road sector, they never care.
Yeah.
All they care about is that they go and sit in the office.
And at the end of the month.
At the end of the month.
Like today is end of month.
And they in fact, they've been paid already. They're enjoying. That's a sad reality. And until we begin to appreciate that, look, it's not all about money. It's about the well-being of the society. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, so we launched the Ghana Pothole exhibition yesterday. And already, I mean, people are sharing it and sharing their own potholes as well, which is really the idea. You know, sometimes when you keep doing the same thing and you're not getting the result you want, you have to try something new. And that's the idea here. We've had serious conversations about potholes. We have highlighted the seriousness of the cost it has on our health, on our economy, on our productivity. Look, potholes, I mean, and Raymond said it so well, that they are a direct indication of a failure of our system. Right? Look, this is the only country in which engineers wear suits. Engineer should be on the roads, checking, solving problems. It's a suit. You're sitting in an air-conditioned office. So who is fixing the problems? We now, as a country, we've decided that potholes are okay. We've decided that roads that are immotorable are okay. Because we decided to scrap the, what's it called? The road tolls, whose purpose was to maintain roads. We scrapped it.
Very nation, our water, look at our water. They are turning our rivers into vats of poison, and you are cheering them. You're part of the problem. Please become part of the solution. From now on, look, any leader who stands up anywhere deserves no applause until they fix this Galamsey thing. You deserve no following, support, applause, nothing until you solve this problem. It is the only most important problem. If you can't solve this one, you are not a leader. So, and nobody should follow you. It's as simple as that. Feel free to disagree if that's how you feel. But just know, it's our nation that's being destroyed.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy, joy, joy.
Now, a poorly maintained car engine can age faster. That's why at Total Energies they offer specially formulated quartz engine oil with age resistance technology. It's a breakthrough innovation. It ensures optimal performance for your engine and improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressures. Choosing quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer.
And the Registrar of Companies is inviting all registered professional bodies in Ghana to an important meeting to discuss new developments relating to the registration and regulation of their professional bodies per the Professional Bodies Act 1973 NCRD 143. Date is 7th June 2023, 2 p.m. at the Nathan Kwa Auditorium, Closac Building, Ministries Enclave, Accra. All registered professional bodies are entreated to attend this important meeting in the interest of the operations and supervision. All professional bodies are to present 2 representatives each, preferably the president and the secretary for the meeting. Please note that the Registrar of Companies will presume any professional body not in attendance as having ceased operations. Kindly contact Nicholas Obingchum, who's at the Public Relations Unit, on 0546594859 or 0302666081 to confirm your participation by Tuesday, 6th June 2023. Please see the daily graphic of 30th May 2023, publication page 8 for invited bodies. ORC here to serve.
Now, your headaches, small levels, but the worst kind of headache is when someone buys an item from your shop, sends you mobile money, leaves your shop, and you still haven't got that notification of the cash hitting your account. Well, you can avoid that with BluePay. BluePay allows you to receive cash instantly from your customers. You only dial the phone number and the amount they owe, and they will receive the BluePay prompt on their phones to enter their PIN, now what you would do. Or your customers can slot their bank cards into your BluePay point of sale, enter their PIN, now what you would do. For BluePay, you would do with no e-levy charge. Call or WhatsApp 054-722-0200 or go to bluepay.com. Blue is spelled B-L-U. Okay, bluepay.com.gh to register and get BluePay for your business today. BluePay, never miss a sale.
So what do you prefer, Business, Infinite, Adishi, or Classic? The Fantastic Four Republic Bank Visa credit cards will take you beyond Easter. Enjoy great discounts from our partner merchants, cashback rewards, global concierge services, access to over 1 million ATMs worldwide on the regular, 2-day staycation at Aqua Safari, and loads of other prizes await you in the Republic Bank Tap for Easter and Beyond credit card promo. Use your Republic Bank Visa credit card for all your payments. Live the soft life, we got you. New card holders are welcome. Promo ends on the 5th of June 2023, and this promo is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
All right, now let me quickly remind you that Kingdom Books and Stationery wants you to go check out their amazing website, kingdomstoreonline.com. You can get everything you could possibly want from there. Pay via Momo across all networks and they'll deliver to your home or office in good time. Also, if you're in Accra or Tema, you don't pay for delivery. Terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Well, times are hard, and one thing on everyone's mind these days is cash, whether it's cash to pay the bills or for your kids' school fees, your home improvement, or that building project. Societe Generale Ghana has got your back. Now, the bank has launched the biggest loan campaigns promo of the year, the Yatiso Loans promo. SG Ghana is offering amazingly discounted interest rates on its loans, so both customers and non-customers, including staff on the controller and accountant general payroll, can enjoy access to heavily discounted loan rates. Yes, they say nowhere cool, but SG Ghana Bank is where to lighten your financial burdens. Get a loan now by visiting any of the bank's 42 network outlets or call our call center on 0302-214-314 today. As always, terms and conditions apply. Remember, promo ends on the 7th of August 2023. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you.
It is. Now, get ready to elevate your driving experience with a vehicle from Toyota Ghana. For a limited time only, Toyota Ghana is offering a bundle promo on any of the 1.4-litre Starlet, the 1.8-litre Corolla Cross Adventure, or the 1.5-litre Rush. So get any of those. It comes with an irresistible discount, 1 year free comprehensive insurance, 1 year free home insurance, as well as free service for a year, and free starter fuel. Terms and conditions apply. Go to any of their showrooms in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Tamale, Takwa, Takrade, or call 0302-910-204. You can buy on credit through their partners, Toyota. Superior quality.
Well, are you thinking about getting that project started? How about paying that rent or fees for the course? I know you're worried and lamenting about how to pay off that expensive loan and take a new loan at a cheaper rate. Well, worry no more, because First Atlantic Bank's payroll loan is your solution. Once you're a Government of Ghana worker whose salary is paid by the Controller and Accountant General's Department, you can apply for a loan of up to $150,000 for all your pressing needs. Wait no longer. Visit any First Atlantic Bank branch near you today, or simply dial *442*30# to apply and enjoy the lowest rates. Terms and conditions apply. First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different.
All right, time now for the nutrition line from Nestle, and we all know what they do. They offer good food for a good life. Actually, Nutrition Line takes a break. They will be back, but not today. But they do offer good food for a good life. They always do.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is. And sometimes, even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions.
And send tweets.
Where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide. High credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302-740-100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
1xBet Jackpot is here with weekly massive prizes up for grabs. All you have to do is place your bets on any sports game and stand a chance to win. Simply register at 1xbet.com.gh. Use promo code JackpotGhana and place your bets. 1xBet is your key to great victories. Feel like a winner. 1xBet. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
All right, well.
That's it. So welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And it's 25 minutes after 7, which means it's now time for our chaotic birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM.
And as always, they are brought to you by
MTN.
Everywhere you go. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group,
As close as a partner.
And Niche Confectionery. Niche chocolate drink is made with Ghana's finest wholesome cocoa. Niche chocolate is full of delicious goodness, enriched with vitamins, minerals, and of course, Niche taste of Ghana.
So help me God. Let me start with a big one. Today is the birthday of Dr. Ali Nachia of Ali Nachia and Associates. So happy birthday to you. Kojo, he deserves a cake. That's Dr. Abdallah Ali Nachia, who's a lawyer, a chartered accountant, chartered tax practitioner. He's an economist. He's a fantastic guy. You know him already.
Yes.
This one says,
so much from him.
Yeah, this one says, happy birthday to my favorite person in the world, my wife Portia Ofori Bimpe. Wishing you all the love, happiness, and blessings you deserve. I hope your birthday is as wonderful as the memories we share. From your husband, Cecil Bimpe, also known as Hero, who was my mate in Mali School.
Oh.
And a wonderful birthday to my son, Troy Bimpe, who is turning 7 years today. May God's favor never depart from you. Daddy loves you. Dearly.
That's nice. Yeah. All right, quick happy birthday to you, Emmanuel Ejare. Or is it Ajare? What's the right way of saying that name? Ajare of the Minerals Commission. Emmanuel Ajare, you are being wished happy birthday by everybody here at Multimedia. They wish you prosperity and great success in whatever you do. Enjoy this wonderful day to the fullest, Ima. All right, this one says 50 and fabulous. Happy birthday to Mrs. Gifty Koko Lakai. I hope I've said that right. The spelling is
You're right.
Kooko. Yes, Koko Lakai.
Koko,
it's Koko.
Yes.
Okay, that's a different Koko spelling. All right, then the one I know. A CEO of Grace has found us Limited Accra, from management and staff of GHFU, and from everybody at the Multimedia Group. And one more, happy birthday to Hajia Ama Frimpong of the NLA Good Causes Foundation. May your cup run over. It's from Ernest Kojo Menu. Enjoy your day.
Now, I think I have a final one here. Let's see. Where do I see it? Okay, I've got it here. This one says, after drawing many parallel lines, a straight line was identified. When the bee flew, it settled on the best flower with the sweetest nectar. May this day bring you good tidings from the Lord as you remain the best mother to my household. Happy birthday, my dearest queen, Mrs. Wilmina Boy Ampa, alias My Heart, of the Republic Bank Takrady. From your husband, Mr. Ampa, and our lovely children. Okay. One for
lyrics, Abba. All right. Well, today is the 1st of June, the first day of the very best month of the year, as we all know. 10 days more to my birthday. Oh, that's nice. All right, AC Hansen, happy birthday to you. Davken, Rudolph Ban, Kwame Ado, Ama Asiedua, Nana Kweku Ankobia, and N Dark. Happy birthday to all of you. Raymond, you were saying?
Today is the birthday of Dr. William Ahaji. Yes. But have you done that of the vindicated Dom Level 2?
It's his birthday?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes, 1st June.
Yes.
Actually, that was a birthday present, wasn't it?
Wasn't it just? Yeah, that's amazing. I can't think of a better present. Happy birthday to Mr. Daniel Domilevo. I saw him at the airport on his way somewhere. Yeah, I saw him at the airport a couple of months ago on his way somewhere. Looking very fit and healthy.
Oh, he's a great man.
One more. Mr. and Mrs. Aban would like to wish their son, Jens Emmanuel Fifi Afo Aban, a joyous and prosperous happy birthday. Is their prayer that you grow gracefully in wisdom, favor, and in the fear of the Lord. God bless you in all the days of your life. We love you very much.
Which also, Franklin Soa, who is director of marketing and sales at the Graphic Communications Group, says that the name is Konko.
Konko.
Yes. Konko. Yes.
Oh, thank you, Franklin. Thank you very much, Franklin. We appreciate that. See, I knew it couldn't be Koko.
Kojo, before
I want to give birthday shouts.
Oh, please. You are allowed.
Happy birthday to the president of the Ghana Football Association.
Oh, Kurt Okreku's birthday.
Edwin Simeon Okreku. Today is his 52nd birthday.
Wonderful. Oh, he looks very young for the
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
happy birthday to him. And please, What I say? No, I'm
What is
saying
the
you
please?
should
Say
enjoy
it,
the
say it, say it, Emmy, please.
Please, really happy returns.
No, it's a man's birthday.
Yes, I
So we have to
understand.
give him good wishes.
Yes, happy
Yeah.
birthday, but please, no, we don't understand.
But he wants to be, he wants
I
to be,
don't know,
he
you
wants
see,
to be
I changed
FA
my
president
mind.
again. He wants to be FA
No,
president
you
again.
see, I changed my mind. I wanted to add a caveat.
That's what
It's his
It's
birthday.
his birthday, so
He should just
let
enjoy.
it slide.
Let's get
Okay.
into the sports center.
Well,
then.
on that sporty note, the Joy Sports Center is brought to you by
MTN.
And everywhere you go, Standard Chartered Bank,
Here for good.
Allianz Life Insurance,
We secure your future.
And 1xBet, your reliable bookmaker.
And Allianz Life Insurance says, look, happy 5th anniversary to us and our cherished customers. It's been an honor to have served you relevant insurance products over these years. Thank you for your loyalty and trusting us with what matters most to you and your life. Look, as we continue on the next chapter of our partnership, may we continue to thrive, innovate, and inspire you. Here's to 5 incredible years and many more to come. Join the over 100 million customers around the world securing their future with a dependable partner. Call us on 0308 249 090. Allianz Life, we secure your future.
Now, one of the world's largest betting companies, 1xBet, is always looking for new ways to reward its players and deliver new promotions to engage as many customers as possible. This time, the bookmaker has launched the Jackpot of the Week promotion, which allows registered players to enjoy the chance of a jackpot, sharing the weekly jackpot amount. All the terms and conditions are available on the promotion page. Give your luck a chance. Sign up with 1xBet today and use the promo code GHJackpot to receive an incredible 300% bonus of up to 2,650 Ghana cedis.
Well, do you lead a corporate business, a global subsidiary, or run the affairs of a small or medium enterprise? As a key decision maker in your business, we know that, look, as a key decision maker in your business, we know that you want to make payments seamlessly and access real-time transaction data, whether you are on the go or at work. Standard Chartered provides the digital key to help unlock your business potential. The key is straight to bank, a single access, end-to-end digital platform that helps you manage the needs of your business on the go. View transactions, pay your business partners, government institutions through the Ghana.gov, facilitate real-time payments and collections with the latest encryption technology and security. Elevate your banking experience with Straight to Bank, our award-winning digital banking platform powering payroll, cash management, trade, and securities. You can always bank on us. Kindly email premierservice.gh@sc.com to sign up today.
Now, there's good news for small to medium scale business owners. With SME Plus, you get to manage all your operational costs in communication. The service allows you to choose from affordable packages and enjoy talk time, SMS, data, and business content all bundled into one subscription. The other exciting news is you get free on-net calls every Monday from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. Just dial star 5060 hash to sign up today, or send a WhatsApp or call 0244 308 111 for more information, and stay connected everywhere you go.
Thank you very much, Kojo. Good morning, all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Fentu, Tahiru Fentu. And of course, last night there was history in the Europa League. We'll bring you details of that as Jose Mourinho's unviable record in European finals was stained last night. Also, NBA coming up. We have review from the playoffs, of course, leading to the finals. The Heat in Game 7, making it true, and now their finals will be the centerpiece this June. It will be the 8th seed versus the number 1 seed in the NBA finals, of course, and Butler and Jokic chase a first NBA ring. We also have Princesses coming up, and that's where we'll begin. The Blood Princesses, they are through to the finals of the Ghana under 20 or the Wafu under 20 girls tournament currently taking place in Kumasi.
Success Amaya, Stella Nyamiche, and Pfizer Seidu in the 13th, 29th minute and the 82nd minute. Ghana wins 3-1 to secure their final berth.
So that's the Black Princesses making it through to the final, and they have done so unbeaten despite conceding first in yesterday's semi-final. Captain Stella Nyamiche scored a free kick from 30 yards to draw Ghana level, but it was goalkeeper Afi Amenyaku who anchored the Princesses to the 3-1 victory by stopping Alimata Belem from the penalty spot to preserve Ghana's lead at 2-1. The Princesses have scored 9 goals in 3 games and conceded only 2, but Yusuf Bazigi, their head coach, does not see his side as the finished material yet.
It will be very disappointed. You qualified with the club and you couldn't continue to the Premier side. You know you will fail.
It's a new team I'm building, and putting them together, in fact, will not just be a 9-day wonder. We need to have patience and then prepare the team to be a winsome team, because I'm looking at the constructions of their ball transition from defense, midfield, and then attack. But it looks like the finishing is now the problem. So it means that is the only area I have to work, even though I have some few lapses at the defense, which I need to augment very well. I think that that is one of the reasons why, because these are new players who have not even, many of them have not even played internationally before. So it's a matter of time. Everything will be fine.
All right, that's the Princesses head coach, Yusuf Bazigi there. They will face Nigeria in Saturday's final. Nigeria beat Benin to progress to the final of that tournament. But qualifying to the final itself, of course, is getting Ghana closer to that spot at next year's Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations, the women's edition, of course. And Nigeria's male counterparts are chasing a FIFA Under-20 World Cup final slot. The Flying Eagles earned a 2-1 victory over host Argentina to secure a quarter-final slot. The Argentines finished top of Group A unbeaten before facing off with third-seeded Nigeria. The Flying Eagles are now one of 2 African teams left in the Under-20 World Cup. Tunisia, they were defeated by 10-man Brazil 4-1 in the round of 16 clash. Gambia, they took on Uruguay later today. Senegal were knocked out in the group stages, and Ghana did not qualify for the tournament, of course. Let's do some boxing now. And the national amateur boxing team, the Black Bombers, are in an uncomfortable place as they prepare for the journey to qualify for next year's Olympics in Paris. The process begins with the African Championship, starting in 9 days. But currently, amateur national team trainers are struggling to prepare the boxers, as they're still not in residential camping. Enjoy Sports is yet to be aired Operation Camp the Black Bombers now. Their head coach, Ofori Asari, spoke to Nathaniel Atto.
I want us to be in camp, preparing for the African Games, especially. And I know the Ghana Olympic Committee are also planning for the camping for the Olympics Games as well, but it's not yet here. Maybe we need to qualify before we can get access to that program. For now, the GBF or the Boxing Federation is doing marvelously well, even though it is not a camping, a residential camping, non-residential camping, but the bosses are more committed and they respond to the training program every day. But the bad side is that they get tired, and some of them will go home. Maybe they may not get a better place to rest or something. You know, those who do boxing in Ghana, you know their background. Sometimes where you live, maybe you are sleeping with a whole lot of people. They cannot give you that kind of freedom to enjoy as you, as it would be like when we are in camping on our own. So.
That's Coach Ofori Asari. He is the head coach of the Black Bombers. That's Ghana's amateur boxing national team. Let's do some more football now. And of course, here, champions are being crowned everywhere in the Division 1 League. The coronation ceremony for Nations FC will take place at the Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex in Brankese, where they will play Escort Deportivo on Sunday. Nations FC, they sealed promotion 2 weeks ago following a come from behind 3-2 win against Wafa. So the 3 teams joining the Ghana Premier League next season will be Bofa Kwatano, Nations FC, and of course Heart of Lions. The 3 teams to be relegated are not yet determined, with just 2 games remaining to the end of the season in the Ghana Premier League. To Europe, Sevilla, they cemented their Europa League Kingly status with a record-extending 7th title. Gonzalo Monsieur, he converted the decisive penalty, condemning Jose Mourinho to his first European final defeat. This is what he had to say. All right, we'll try and bring you that Jose Mourinho voice.
My players deserve more, and I deserve more too. And I want to fight for more. I'm a bit tired of being the coach and the spokesman, tired of being the face who has to say we've been robbed. I'm tired of being all that, but I still want to stay under conditions which can allow me to give more. My players deserve more.
All right, that's Jose Mourinho speaking there. Now, that was probably the the most playable voice Jose Mourinho had yesterday, because after the match he was fuming at the referee Anthony Taylor, and he used very unprintable words, especially in the parking lot where he accosted the referee and called him a freaking disgrace for his performance. Presumably Mourinho was very upset that his team was denied 2 penalties according to him, and that's probably why he was very furious. He says mentally they exhausted everything, but the controversial decisions didn't help them either. Also, let's stay with European football, because that's where Lionel Messi is set to make a decision on his future. He's expected to decide in the coming hours where he will be playing his football next season. The only thing that seems certain is that it will not be at Barcelona. Messi would have liked nothing more than to return to the Camp Nou, but it appears that will not happen. His camp has told Barcelona that the decision on his future is imminent, and they cannot wait any longer for a proposal from them that has not arrived, despite promises the Catalan club would have something in place by now. So things not looking exactly too good for him. Let's wrap up with some tennis now, because Novak Djokovic, he joined Carlos Alcaraz in the French Open third round as the pair remained on course for a semi-final meeting in Paris. Serbia's Djokovic, bidding for a men's record 23rd major singles title, beat Martin Fucsovics 7-6, 6-0, 6-3. The win came after Djokovic was criticized for writing a political message about Kosovo on a camera lens at Roland Garros. And world number 1 Alcaraz earlier beat Japan's Taro Daniel 6-1, 3-6, 6-1, 6-2 to make it true. And that's all the latest from the world of sports this morning on the Joy Sports Center. There's more sports on our website, myjoyonline.com/sports. Back to you, Winston. Yesterday I told you...
You told me what?
Put your microphone on.
What did you tell me?
I told you
that
Sevilla are the landlords of the Europa League.
Referee-induced victory. I agree with Mourinho. Referee-induced victory. What was Mourinho doing? Would he ever change his tactic?
I know, right? And for me, that's what many people should be talking about. Because Jose Mourinho, after taking the lead, sat back with, what, several minutes left in the game. It's almost too early for him to try and shut shop. And for me, I think it's worked for him on a few occasions, especially in the semi-finals, actually. But it doesn't always work. And yesterday was one of those instances where it didn't work. Because he put his team under a lot of pressure, and once the goal came, and that's why they conceded an own goal. And own goals are usually, and not every day, of course, but sometimes they can be forced by incessant pressure from the opposition, because then you're forced to make mistakes, and you have too many numbers in your own box, a deflection there, a mistimed clearance there, and you can see.
Must change this parking bus theory. Anyway, thank you very much, Fenty Tyree Fenty, for joining us with the latest in the world of sports. But let's get interactive this morning right here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And you can join us on Twitter using the hashtag JoySMS. And then on WhatsApp 055-1111-997. Social media messages on the Super Morning Show brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, Ghana AIDS Commission. Test to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health. And number 10 liver salt, a refreshing relief, as well as GTP Lifestyle. If you receive your salary in an account that gives you more, is your salary in the right account? Well, no worries, because we're here to help you. Just open an EcoBank salary account and enjoy amazing benefits like free life insurance, which provides cover for death, permanent disability, critical illness, hospitalization, temporary disability, and retrenchment. With the EcoBank salary account, you can enjoy the ability to save as you spend, free debit card access to loans, and a lot more. Well, the best part is you stand the chance to, double your salary in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. So open an EcoBank salary account and enjoy all these benefits that come with it. For enquiries on the EcoBank Double Salary Account Promotion Reloaded and the EcoBank Salary Account, please call 0800 003 But please note that EcoBank will never call you for your Ghana card information or mobile app PIN or ask you to pay money before your account is credited as a winner in this promotion. You're not required to pay money in this promotion to receive your prize. When in doubt, visit any of our branches. Terms and conditions apply. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. When we return, we bring you Food for Thought, brought to us by Roverman Productions. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Gargantuan account. Why are you running? It's all about the EcoBank salary account. EcoBank salary account. Why? It gonna make me fly. I promise it will make your pockets rise. The salary account comes with many incredible benefits like free life insurance, which covers permanent total disability, critical illness, hospitalization, temporal disability, retrenchment, and death. Also save while you spend, access loans, get free debit cards, and the chance to double your salary and more in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. It's starting from this May to July 31st, 2023. And there are so many other consolation prizes to be won.
Hey, no wonder my hand was itching. This is the perfect account for my salary.
So go ahead, open an EcoBank salary account today. You also stand a chance to win more than double your salary from 1st of May to the 31st of July in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is under the supervision of the National Lottery Authority under the Caritas Lottery Platform. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
All right, so welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us. Time now for Food for Thought, brought to us by Roverman Productions. Be the difference. And Uncle is in studio with us. Good morning, Uncle.
How about you say?
Uncle Ibo.
I'm looking at what you're wearing.
Yes, this one by Captain B.
Yeah.
When you bought one for me from there, I decided to go back for more.
No, I think that but for the IMF deals, you are a very handsome.
They're trying.
Yeah, IMF does sometimes obscures.
Oh, IMF, yes. When the economy is hard sometimes, you have to also sometimes become hard on yourself, even though you try to be very good to yourself. But I do.
Yeah, it becomes difficult. It becomes difficult. I'm going to make a presentation today, see whether you can identify the reality I'm going to paint.
Okay.
The place of the chicken and even eggs in Ghana have evolved over the years. I was born at a time and in a community in which the chicken and the egg were not to be eaten without a very good reason. And so having an egg or a piece of chicken was a very rare treat indeed. Eggs were served only on your birthday with eto. And one boiled egg could be shared between 4 children. If you entered any home in the community in which I grew up and you found them preparing a meal with chicken, then you could be sure that it could be one of 3 things. 1, it was either Christmas, or 2, it was Easter, or 3, a very important visitor was expected or was being hosted. Beyond this, it was regarded as a mark of affluence, or the other side, disrespect and arrogance to eat chicken on any other day of the year. If anybody came into your home and found you eating chicken, and it was neither Christmas nor Easter, and if you were not hosting a special guest, the question they would ask you is, have you come into some unexpected fortune? If you answered no to that question, then the next question was, then what are you trying to prove? You could become the subject of gossip and hostility if you were in the lower income bracket and you were found eating chicken on any ordinary day. In fact, in the community I grew up in, I knew of cases in which people were ejected from their homes by their landlords for daring to eat chicken without a good reason.
Hey.
Hey, me fear now better, and I will react. Oh, better this. Today, I find that people eat eggs and chicken by heart and for no special reason. I'm sure my grandmother would turn in her grave if she found that chicken has lost its social status and respect. But in the days when the chicken was a meat for special occasions, we did not have poultry farms like we do today. Every household raised chicken. And one of the biggest blows you could inflict on a family was to steal any of their chicken, because each chicken was earmarked for a particular occasion.
Exactly.
And if you stole chicken, it did not matter whether the family concerned went to church or not, they would curse you. Now, in my community, the community I grew up, it was very easy to find somebody beating the gong to announce.
Oh.
Nakukwaira.
A whole gong for one.
Yes, yeah. Through the streets. Nakukwaira. And right, Nakukwa Mameda. And it was a serious case. But that was in the community I grew up. I have since then become part of another community in which when the chicken goes missing, the curse is placed not on the person who stole it, but on the person who saw it stolen, the person who saw it being prepared, the person who ate some, the person who even got the scent of the chicken being prepared.
And then that's like everybody.
Everybody in the community. Now, the way we read chicken in those days was interesting. We did not know the difference between a broiler and a layer, and all we had it was either a rooster or a hen. So you bought a hen and you tied it to a tree or to a stone in your compound for a day or two, and then you built a coop for it and put it in the coop. Somehow, this was to let the bird know that this was its home. Thereafter, in the morning, you threw a handful of maize to it, and you were done with raising the chicken for the day. You allowed it to roam the compound and the neighborhood, and in the evening, it came home to roost. For some reason, there was always a rooster or a cock in the neighborhood to mate with your hen to lay eggs. And if you do not tie the eggs, the hen, after laying about 8 or 12 or so, could sit on the eggs until they were hatched. And that is how you built your stock of chicken. Mortality rate among the chicks was very high. And crows and hawks also worked hard to ensure that they shared the chicks with you. So that from 8 or 12 chicks, only 2 or 3 or 4 may mature to the point where you could count on them for the next special occasion. Unfortunately, even though we have stopped raising chicken the way we used to, we still handle a lot of things in our national life the way we used to raise poultry in the past. I call it the local poultry mentality. Take sports. We raise sportsmen in all fields as we used to raise poultry in the pre-poultry farm days. We leave those with a passion for sports on their own and still expect that at the end of the day, we would have world-class sportsmen to lift the flag of Ghana at international competitions. Check our boxing gyms. Most are as elementary as it could be. A punching bag, a skipping rope, maybe a ring, and that's it. Boxing gym. Check soccer. The boys start playing in the neighborhood. They form court teams, often on their own accord, and begin to play against each other without jerseys and boots. There are no pitches. There are often no pitches to play on, and so the children use any space available, a backyard, a compound, or on the streets. The result, the potential Messis and potential Ronaldos and the potential Haalands go undiscovered or wasted. And so Ghana now waits to hear of a Ghanaian-sounding name of a footballer in Europe or elsewhere, and then we approach him and invite him to come to play for Ghana. How many of the boys playing in our local leagues will ever make it to the national team if they don't travel outside? And if they are not fortunate enough to be discovered and trained by a foreign team. You could play in this league, and we know. Because we know how we raised you, we don't care. But it's not only in sports that we still have the local poetry mentality. Check the arts. Who raised the likes of Black Sherif and co? Who raised Sarkodie and co? Who raised Shatawale and co? All these stars struggle to be noticed and struggle to be given the chance to serve with their passion and their God-given talent. But for every Black Sherif and for every Sarkodie and for every Shatawale, you can be sure that there were hundreds, if not thousands, who were not fortunate to make it. Like the local poetry that hatches about 8 to 12 chicks, and at the end of the day has only 2 to show, Ghana is blessed with a lot of talent, and yet because of the environment we have, at the end of the day, only a few survive. We allow the hawks and crows of lack of support and our collective indifference to consume them. For some reason, Ghana does not believe that she cannot reap where she has not sown. In Ghana, we expect results even where we have made no investments. Check how disappointed Ghanaians become when the Black Stars flop at a tournament. And yet, this is a nation that makes no investment in soccer. The local poetry mentality forced us to come up with a philosophy for the consumption of chicken and eggs in my day. That said that chicken could only be consumed on special occasions. And the same local poetry mentality is limiting Ghana's performance in many areas, including even education. Listen, we need to do better because we can do better. And we must do better. The days of local poetry methods are over. There are better ways for better results. And we need to start doing things better for the better results in every field of human endeavor. We owe that much to ourselves.
Wow. I get it now. We are never deliberate about anything.
No, we are not.
We leave everything to chance, and yet when the chance doesn't come our way, we're the first to blame somebody.
And even when we could do something to change, to affect the outcomes.
Yeah.
We don't. So like the Akoko, Okobo in Kokon, and then we throw chicken and some little this, and that's it. We are done for the day.
We're done. I mean, you talk about the creative arts industry, for instance. I remember while studying in Cardiff, there was a Nigerian who was there. And that was the first time I actually got to understand the power of music. Her whole research was on how you could use the art and culture to promote a country.
A country, that's right. Yes.
Now, she studied how the influence of Bob Marley and other reggae stars made Jamaica.
That's right. Yes.
Today, that is made Nigeria.
Yeah.
So you talk about music in Africa, Afrobeat is Nigeria.
It's Nigeria.
Meanwhile, in the past, we had our high life.
Yeah.
Today, we don't even do high life. And when we created Azonto that got global attention, we quickly killed Azonto with Al-Qaeda, a term you could never mention anywhere in the world, apart from Ghana.
Yeah.
Anyway,
look at poetry. That's the way we raise poetry. And that's the way we live our lives.
Thank you very, very much, Uncle Ibo, for joining us for Food for Thought.
How is it?
And thank you for Monday once again. Darrell and I are very grateful. And the whole team.
Okay.
Because we had other visitors.
All right, then. Enjoy the rest of the day. And have a fantastic weekend.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Uncle Ibo, for joining us with Food for Thought, brought to us by Roverman Productions. Be the difference. It's now time for the Joy Business Minute, and that's brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG. We stand with you, and MacDan Aviation, your dependable private aviation solution.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you. The cost of doing business is expected to witness marginal increase. This is because water and electricity tariffs should be up by 18% per unit beginning this morning. Government has resolved to pay a minimum of 30% of the outstanding energy debt to independent power producers no later than June 30. This was agreed at an emergency meeting with the IPPs, ECG and government towards finding a long-term solution to the payment crisis. Some oil marketing companies have started increasing pump prices. Guel has taken the lead, selling a litre of diesel and petrol at 12 cedis 45 pesos. And in the US, the House of Representatives has approved a deal to allow the government borrow more money days before the world's biggest economy is due to start defaulting on its debt. The measure easily passed the chamber. And that's the Joy Business Minute. Brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you.
All right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM, and I am Winston Amwa. So looking for a quick and hassle-free loan with no collateral required? Look no further because CBG Smart Loan is designed to help your business access funds without collateral. With our SME Smart Loan, you can access a quick and hassle-free loan without collateral, comfortable monthly loan repayment schedule, collection services with our Sika Collect platform to save you the trouble of visiting the branch to make payments. Don't let the financial constraints hinder your entrepreneurial dreams. Walk into any of our 114 branches nationwide or contact us on 0302 216 000 for more information. You can also reach us on all our social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Email info@cbg.com.gh and our website cbg.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you. And on Big Stories this morning, brought to us by Vodafone, Further Together, latest foam, your partner for life, and Belmonte by CPL, developers the ultimate luxury experience. Access Bank, your number one remittance bank. Access Bank, more than banking. Our focus is on you and me. Our focus this morning is on our environment. Our focus is on our livelihood and on our climate. Imagine having to import water into the country. Already there are many of you that are complaining that the tariffs are high. But just think about it. If you have to import water into the country, how will that make you feel? But that's not all. Just think about all the health challenges people have to go through. We're told of how people are born with deformities in mining areas because of the metals that are used in mining, the mercury and other chemicals destroying babies. So they are born with deformity through no fault of theirs. All they did was to consume water or maybe food that was grown in these areas. But talking about food, do you even know where that food you're eating today is coming from? Do you know where that food you're eating today was cultivated? You see why it's important we have to be concerned about our environment and the fight against illegal mining. That's our conversation this morning here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. We cannot let it go like that. We need to talk about it. So this morning we're talking about Galamsey. But also one thing we need to talk about right now is the safety on our roads, because I'm told that it's raining heavily. Now, when I was coming to work this morning, I suspected it was going to rain, but I'm told that now it's raining heavily. And so we're joined this morning on the phone by Cecil Gabra, who is Executive Director of Top Tech and also a transport consultant. Cecil, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us. Hello,
morning
Cecil.
to everybody.
Great. So, look, our safety is of importance this morning. We know that the rains are with us, and this morning it's raining. So as we get onto the road, what would be your advice to motorists?
Good. In the first instance, your health is number one. If you are sick, don't drive. Okay? Now, if you look at the weather, now it is really dangerous for you to drive. So all what you need to do is call your boss, tell your boss that you'll be late. You don't have to rush to go to work this morning. I'm relating the rain, the situation to the rainy weather we have right now. So please don't force yourself. Now, if you have already set up and you are somewhere else, all what you need to do is, it's raining heavily, park your vehicle in a very good place, not in the parking at any under the tree. Okay, sorry, I was panting there, so don't worry about me. Okay. I had to run up. So don't park your vehicle under the tree, okay? Just park it at a very plain place. Fuel station is not bad, but then don't get close to the pump in case of any fire. Right. But if you're on the road, what you need to know is that you should have a very good windscreen, very clean windscreen, not the one with cracks. If you haven't cleaned your windscreen for a while, what you need to do is you can use toothpaste, okay? Just smear the toothpaste and use a soft towel, soft duster, clean it very well, okay, in and out of the windscreen. If it is possible, use baking powder to do that. What about your wiper blades? Wiper blades in Ghana last only for a period of 3 months. After 3 months, you need to change them. They do not need to be brittle. They need to be soft. And then when you put it on and you hear that squeaking sound, creak, 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 then you know it is time for you to change it. If you don't change it, it will surprise you one day. It will just fly off your windscreen, and now it will be metal to the glass. So windscreen, and then your wiper blades. That's number one. Number two is that whatever be the case, you need to slow down. That should be your first rule. It should be your rule number one. The road is wet. Why do you have to drive faster? Wet roads make it very slippery for your tires to perform. And then talking about tires, if you don't have good tires, you must not drive. Good tires means that your tire tread must not be lower than 1.6 millimeters. That is the international rule, okay? 1.6 millimeters. So if you don't have the tire tread gauge, just use a coin and you can pass it through the grooves of the tire, and then put it on the ruler. You get exact measurement. That is it. Driving through the rain is very dangerous. Like I said, if you see potholes, then you should know what to do. Always drive and follow behind. Drive behind the vehicle in front of you, okay? You need to drive behind the vehicle in front of you. Don't drive so closely. Don't tailgate, okay? Keep some distance. At least you should know and respect the 3-second rule with respect to the car ahead of you. Okay, you can just pick a reference marker and perform that 3-second rule, 1001, 1002, okay, so that you don't get closer to the vehicle. Your cruise control. Some of you drive with cruise control. Just turn it off. It's not time for you to drive with the cruise control. Your lights must be on, okay? Not the full dim. At least put it on dim.
Okay.
Right? Put your lights on dim. Don't put on your hazards. I'm talking about what a tractor driver would say, the double trafficator. It is not necessary. Once you put it on, then it means that there's danger ahead. If there's danger ahead, do it. That is where you have water piling on the road. Okay, you can put it temporary, but don't leave it on. It doesn't really mean any sense in driving to leave your hazard lights on. If your hazard lights are on, then it means you have a problem with your vehicle. Okay, that is what it means. So temporary, you've seen that there's a huge pothole ahead of you. Put it on. As soon as you pass that pothole, just turn it off. Now, you also need to be very careful when you are driving at this very moment that you don't drive close to any gutter, okay? And that is why you need to use a route that you know. If you don't know the route, please don't use it at all. Right. Now, when you're driving, use your defroster. A lot of people don't know what I'm talking about, but when you look on your instrument panel, you would notice that there is a little, I wish you could see the picture. There's a little box, okay, with lines, all over it, maybe about 5-6 lines, okay, somewhere close to your air conditioner.
Okay.
Right. Just tap on it and you see an orange light. That is the defroster. We have the front defroster and you have the rear defroster. What it does is that it produces heat, and as soon as you put it on, the mist on your glass, on your windscreen, both rear and front will just vanish, okay, within some period of time. Instead of you just using your duster wouldn't work. So the defroster is really important, and then regulate your air conditioner to produce a little bit of heat to keep everybody warm in the vehicle. That is also one trick. But then mostly, please don't drive in the rain. Change your wiper blades as soon as possible. Slow down. There's no need for you to rush to get to your destination. This is the time you need to slow down and then enjoy your driving, maybe some good music. But again, park your vehicle if the rain is too much. You must not drive in the rain. So that is a tip I will give for you today.
Well, Cecil Gabra, thank you very much for joining us. I know that you would have to leave out. We're very grateful that you made time to actually educate us on, what to do when driving around these, periods. We're grateful.
Very most welcome.
All right, so that's Cecil Gabra, who is Executive Director of Top Tech Drive Consult and also a transport consultant, joining us here on the Super Morning Show. So you know what to do. Speeding is a no, 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 no. Turn on your lights. He says, don't use the hazard. Use a dim, and that's okay. Use a defroster. That's very important around this time. But of course, your windscreen and its blade. The blade, after 3 months, you have to change it. That's your wiper blade, actually. Let's be careful. This is the rainy season. But if you're looking for the best data and voice offer, look no further, as Vodafone has unbeatable deals made just for you. To enjoy these deals, these amazing Vodafone offers, just dial *530# and get onto any of the Vodafone Made For Me bundles for as little as 1 Ghana cedi. Vodafone Made For Me has just got what you need. This offer is specially made for you. Simply dial *530# or visit my Vodafone app to subscribe. Vodafone, further together. Well, the CompuGhana LG one-day sale is here, and this time it's even better. Amazing opportunity to grab this Friday. Buy big savings. Walk into any CompuGhana showroom nationwide and shop your favorite LG appliances on up to 40% discount. Wow. This is great. It's time to purchase that television, washing machine, gas cooker, home theater, fridge, freezer, microwave, and any other LG appliance you've been craving for. Don't miss this sale tomorrow, 2nd June 2023 in CompuGhana. You can also shop online at CompuGhana.com or call 0302 752020 for enquiries. Life is good with LG at CompuGhana. But I've got a question for you, so what's exciting?
Are you looking for a new way to revise for your WASSCE? Then Joy Learning has everything you need in place. Yes, we are back with the 2023 revision show for SHS 3 learners. Don't worry, your favorite question of the day section wasn't left out. And you can engage with your facilitators during live TV lessons, ask questions, and get real-time feedback in the comfort of your own space. The 2023 revision show for SHS learners shows every Monday to Friday at 7:30 p.m. right here on Joy Learning. Joy Learning. Learning is so fun. Joy learning, keep learning.
The most exciting, entertaining, and competitive cookery show. Big Chef Tertiary Edition coming soon.
It's Black Sheriff KK Rasta in the building. 10th June, rep your Jesse. It's live. Rasta's active everywhere, every corner of that venue. You understand? Blessings. Pull up with your people, with your mommy, your papi, your sister, your cousin. Everybody, pull up. Blessings.
Hi guys, my name is Rosalind Fairley and I work on Joy Prime Television. On the 10th of June, we are all meeting at the Aviation Social Center for Rep Your Jersey. Nice hits of Rep Your Jersey. We are back again. Which team do you support? Do you support Man City or you support Inter Milan? Well, I am for Man City, and so I say go Man City. Let's meet there and support our favorite teams. It's on the 10th of June. Don't miss out. I hope to see you. Bye.
We have all the institutions necessary to ensure that mining is only done legally. We have leaders who have even declared publicly that they will put their presidencies on the line. We have people who have come from churches, who go to church every Sunday, who have been imbibed and imbued with all the morality of the world and who spew it every day on every other topic. And we put these people in leadership positions. We have chiefs who carry the burden of the history of their ancestry and the value of their land, all of these things on their shoulders, and are expected to protect the interests of their people. We have every single thing in place to ensure that somebody can't come from his country and come and pollute our water for their personal gain. We have all these things in place to ensure that some politician cannot pump money into the destruction of our environment for his personal gain. We have all these things in place, yet Galamsey is getting worse. It's not only continuing, it's getting worse. That feeling of the USB that is not working, that frustration of having put everything in place and still not getting the result, I've never felt it more than I feel with Galamsey. And I think we've just got to the point where we have to start quite clearly pointing to those who have failed and making them pay. It's as simple as that. My only difficulty is that the person who made them pay is also equally not interested in doing that. So it's a big charade. Big people talk big about it, they will go to sleep. If they do not know the people doing it, they are not supporting it, if they are not indirectly even involved in it, it's just mere talk. But you can understand why a state will be running this way. Because at the core of it, we do not believe in accountability. Exactly. We only believe in doing shows. We only believe in pretending to do some work. And when you really call people to account for their work, if we were serious people, the people we are paying right from the top straight to the district and the lowest level to make sure that our water bodies are clean and the pits are, we've gotten rid of the people from these pits, they should not be in office. They have no business maintaining their roles. None whatsoever.
In fact, nobody can give an excuse again. All of these, we're doing sensitization, we're talking to people, we are engaging. That, you see, it's been a very long time for us to stop those conversations. It is because the people do not feel they are accountable to you. You give them power. They are supposed to ensure this is not happening. And yet, they'll come back to you and say that we need a media engagement on how to move this forward.
You know what? Let me just wrap up on this. If you are listening to us, and you have done absolutely nothing to condemn the leaders who are failing us in Galamsey, then you are part of the problem. Yeah. I mean, I love you. We love you. You are our listeners. We do this for you. But let me tell you, you are part of the problem. Because when they come and give speeches, you clap for them.
When they come and they are driving past, you wave at them, you cheer them. They are failing, but you are cheering them. You are part of the problem. They are letting us out. They are destroying our land, our very nation, our water. Look at our water. They are turning our rivers into vats of poison, and you are cheering them. You are part of the problem. Please become part of the solution. From now on, look, any leader who stands up anywhere deserves no applause until they fix this Galamsey thing. Where we have all the institutions. Mining is only done legally. We have leaders who have even declared publicly that they will put their presidencies on the line. We have people who have come from churches, who go to church every Sunday, who have been imbibed and imbued with all the morality of the world, and who spew it every day on every other topic. And we put these people in leadership positions. We have chiefs who carry the burden of the history of their ancestry and the value of their land, all of these things on their shoulders, and are expected to protect the interests of their people. We have every single thing in place to ensure that somebody can't come from his country and come and pollute our water for their personal gain. We have all these things in place to ensure that some politician cannot pump money into the destruction of our environment for his personal gain. We have all these things in place, yet Galamsey is getting worse. It's not only continuing, it's getting worse. That feeling of the USB that is not working, that frustration of having put everything in place and still not getting the result, I've never felt it more than I feel with Galamsey. And I think we've just got to the point where we have to start quite clearly pointing to those who have failed and making them pay. It's as simple as that.
My only difficulty is that the person who made them pay is also equally not interested in doing that. So it's a big charade. Big people talk big about it, they will go to sleep.
if they do not know the people doing it, they are not supporting it, if they are not indirectly even involved in it, it's just mere talk. But you can understand why a state will be running this way. Because at the core of it, we do not believe in accountability. Exactly. We only believe in doing shows. We only believe in pretending to do some work. And when you really call people to account for their work, if we were serious people, the people we are paying right from the top straight to the district and the lowest level to make sure that our water bodies are clean and the pits are, we're getting rid of the people from these pits, they should not be in office. They have no business maintaining their roles.
None whatsoever.
In fact, nobody can give an excuse again. All of these we're doing sensitization, we're talking to people, we are engaging. That, you see, it's been a very long time for us to stop those conversations. It is because the people do not feel they are accountable to you. You gave them power. They are supposed to ensure this is not happening. And yet, they'll come back to you and say that we need a media engagement on how to move this forward.
You know what? Let me just wrap up on this. If you are listening to us, and you have done absolutely nothing to condemn the leaders who are failing us in Galamsey, then you are part of the problem. Yeah. I mean, I love you. We love you. You are our listeners. We do this for you. But let me tell you, you are part of the problem. Because when they come and give speeches, you clap for them. When they come and they are driving past, you wave at them, you cheer them. They are failing, but you are cheering them. You are part of the problem. They are letting us out. They are destroying our land, our very nation, our water. Look at our water. They are turning our rivers into vats of poison, and you are cheering them. You are part of the problem. Please become part of the solution. From now on, look, any leader who stands up anywhere deserves no applause until they fix this Galamsey thing, where we have all the institutions necessary.
time best.
Daddy Lumumba. Charles Kwedufusu.
Yes, certainly.
Oh, fantastic.
Daddy one.
DL for short.
Oh, yeah. It's 8:31 on the Super Morning Show, and yes, you're welcome, DJ Obeti, giving us a bit of a gift of music this morning. And by the way, speaking of gifts that keep on giving, the GH Potholes campaign continues. Go on social media, check out some of the horrifying pictures of potholes that people have shared. I mean, look. You think yours is bad, go and look at somebody's. By the way, we want to see all of them, okay? All the potholes that are causing us wahala. Take pictures, do videos, send them through. We will share them. Just come and look at how many eyeballs some people's potholes are getting. And that's the idea. The results are already coming through.
Yes,
you know, the first report I did at Kolebu, they are fixing the potholes.
Yeah.
Yes, they started yesterday.
Which only means that the rest of them, there are plenty other ones too. You have to be there.
Absolutely.
Because yes, uneasy lies the head.
That was the pothole.
Yes.
Uneasy lies the head that drives through the potholes.
Then come to Abokobi Terman Road.
Yes, we'll be coming there. We'll be coming there. Send us your potholes. We want to come. We want to come. So send them through.
At some point, we should get all of these pictures and do an exhibition. Call it, yes.
That's what we are doing, the Ghana Pothole exhibition.
In fact, it's Hall of Shame. Yeah, and do an exhibition of it.
But mind you, this is the year of roads. So.
Are we still? No.
Fourth year of roads.
Year of roads. Even the roads minister will not believe in this claim.
Please. It's the fourth year of roads.
Double up. Year of roads.
Well, okay.
Anyway, listen. Coming up on the Super Morning Show.
After your last documentary, those that they were in operation, they left the community or they left the site. They are no more here or destroying the land.
But our tour of the adjoining villages along the tunnel revealed disturbing pictures of direct active mining in the Tunnel River with residues directed into the tunnel.
We need to stop illegal mining. Stop illegal mining. We need to stop illegal mining. Stop illegal
mining. Unbelievable images coming through. The latest work from Erastus Asaridonko, which shows that, sadly, in spite of all the talking, Galamsey is worse.
Ankusishi.
This is direct evidence of failure on the part of all those who promised that they will stop this. All of you. Anyone who ever said, Galamsey, we are fighting it. And the thing is still happening. We've all failed. Anyway, more on that in just a moment when we talk to Ken Ashigbe and Erastus Asaridonko here on the Super Morning Show. Now, the attention of the ECG, Electricity Company of Ghana, has been drawn to activities of fraudsters who call ECG customers in the name of ECG to make payments to certain mobile money accounts to access ECG services. This is happening a lot these days. You know, scammers will always take advantage of the latest thing. So please be careful and take note of this. ECG staff do not demand payments for services through phone calls. They don't do that ever. Customers are strongly advised to personally initiate transactions through ECG Power, which is the mobile app, or through the short code *226# for all payments. The ECG mobile app, ECG Power, can be downloaded from the ECG website, which is ecg.com.gh, or the Play Store or App Store for convenience in transacting business with ECG. Now, you can also visit any ECG office. They will assist you in getting ECG Power onto your phone, and you can also get other services from the offices. Management of ECG takes this opportunity to urge all of us to beware of these fraudsters and report any such incidents to the security agencies or to the nearest ECG office to assist ECG in tracking and bringing these fraudsters to book. Help ECG to serve you better. Go to ecg.com.gh for more information.
Well, Absa Bank says they know that life is go, 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 and that it's hard to make time for the things that really count, so they won't let banking get in your way. That's why with Absa's digital channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want, so you can focus on what or who's important to you. Banking has never been this easy. Transfer funds into your savings account, pay your old school union dues, and your DSTV subscription, and many more with a click on your phone. Get things done simply with Absa's digital channels. That's Africanacity. That's Absa. Terms and conditions apply. Visit absa.com.gh
for further details.
All right, well, coming up, the evidence of the abject failure, incompetence, and in some cases, deceit of our leaders is the state of our Galamsey fight. Erastus has yet another piece that paints the picture in horrible detail. We have an excerpt from it ahead of its release. We'll be sharing that excerpt with you here on the show, and then we'll be talking to Erastus himself and Ken Ashigbe. It's Galamsey after these.
Hey, close up, ever fresh air, ever fresh air. Ever fresh air, ever close up.
All new Close Up Everfresh. Wait, Charlie, what's new?
It now has a triple fresh formula that cleans, protects, and cools. Thanks to a powerful combination of 1, a purifying gel, 2, an antibacterial mouthwash formula, 3, ice cool crystals. That cleans, fights up to 99% bacteria, and intensely cools. Fresh breath. Keeps you protected and fresh long after brushing. Close Up Triple Fresh formula. Cleans, protect, and cools. Close Up Everfresh. Grab yours now.
This advert is FDA approved.
Everybody follow not malaria. A 3D no not now. Malaria too. What mean the day? I want the no not. A dabako. No not. A damiano. No not. A damiansa. No not. No. Lonat scatter malaria. Lonat ide scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yenshishemu who se malaria wa wumojam ansana wanum Lonat. Na nam yensearch na malaria no daso wo hwa ko hu dokota.
This advert is FDA approved.
Are you tired of struggling with bad financial situations? At Quick Credit, we understand the difficulties that come with transitioning to a better one. That's why we're here to simplify the process for you. With loan facilities from 1,500 cedis upwards, all you have to do is call, and we will take care of the rest. All you need is your national ID, no savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no account opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. What are you waiting for? Call Quick Credit today, 0302-200-390 or 059-692-0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
What? It seems Royal Foam did not get the memo. Times are tough. Prices are going up. They're giving 10% discount, free pillows with every purchase. Hey, Royal Foam. Just when you thought all they manufacture are quality but affordable mattresses and pillows, they take it up a notch by being thoughtful in these hard times. Royal Foam has reduced their prices drastically. Buy a mattress, get a free pillow. Enjoy 10% discount instantly, nationwide. Take advantage. Enjoy Royal Foam. Enjoy the best.
Call Royal Foam today on 020-227-1000 for more information.
Royal Foam. Rest assured.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Masa, my head is killing me.
Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat? I don't know.
Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
Good morning.
Wake up to the original magazine show.
The Super Morning Show. Galamsey, we need to stop illegal mining. Galamsey, stop illegal mining. Galamsey, we need to stop illegal mining. Galamsey, now stop illegal mining.
Wait.
You know, I drink something they worry with, you know I gotta say. I saw my waba, no, what friend Galamsey. To start it all off, I for try to explain. Yeah, I was small scale, none of your large scale. Illegal mining, only you got.
All right, welcome back. Let's get into it. It's 8:41. We're about to have a conversation with Erastus Asare Donko. He's the assistant news editor at Love FM, producer of Destruction for Gold, which is a hotline. Oh goodness, hotline documentary. We'll also be speaking to Ken Ashigbe, convener of Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining. Now, Erastus has been working on an update on the Galamsey situation. He's gone around to all the places where Galamsey was happening before we were told that the matter is being taken, into hand. He's gone back to see whether indeed the matter has been taken into hand, whether leaders have done anything about this problem. And the outcomes will shock you. He'll tell us about them in a moment. But first, we have an exclusive sneak peek, excerpts from his upcoming work, Destruction for Gold. Enjoy.
Love News in 2022 captured Akunta Mining Limited and other illegal miners polluting the Tano River at Samreboy in the western region. We uncovered irresponsible mining polluting the Tano at various points in communities like Atala, Ohiampenika, and Datano sections of the river. A year after producing the Destruction for Gold documentary, we went back to Samreboy to gauge the situation on the ground. The miners have abandoned posts and left behind deep pits and gullies they created along the Tano River. Ofosua Sare Samuel is the assembly member for the Mumuni electoral area.
After your last documentary, those that they were in operation, they left the community or they left the site. They are no more here or destroying the land.
But our tour of the adjoining villages along the Tano revealed disturbing pictures of direct active mining in the Tano River with residues directed into the Tano. Shamfan operators and illegal miners currently sit on the river at various points. These Chinese miners were spotted at Boya, a farming community, driving the excavators and operating the mine themselves, contrary to mining regulations.
This is purely illegal. There is no buffer between the Tano River and what they are doing. And if you see in the distance, there is a washing bay sitting at the edge of the tunnel, washing directly into the river. This is purely criminal.
Close to the airstrip at Samreboy, these two Chinese nationals were found operating this mine, which seems to be violating the government's buffer zone policy for mining close to major water bodies like the Tano River. They claimed the site belongs to Akunta Mining Limited.
People for Akunta people, houses for you go drop me pojo. This side Akunta people. Yeah.
But we were not able to independently verify this. Officials of Akunta Mining will not respond to the claims. The devastated Atala, Ohiampenika and Datano lands fall into the concession of Unipower Mining Company Limited. But even before Unipower could complete its licensing processes to start mining, large parts of its concession have been invaded by illegal miners. David Thompson is Corporate Affairs Manager.
Whilst we acquired it over a period of time, illegal miners started to come onto the concession. We tried to engage them in a cordial manner to try and say, hey gentlemen, this is illegal mining. We didn't really get too far in that negotiation. Therefore, we informed the Mineral Commission. So we engaged the military to remove them. They were removed, and then subsequently, they started to come back again.
David speaks of the dangers of mining in the River Tano, calling for urgent steps to control the practice.
Any activity on any of the rivers, straight away, it's like, surely, people, please, this is going nowhere for you. You're going to make a quick buck. How long is it going to last? but the decimation, the catastrophe that you're leaving behind is shocking. The poisons, the colours of the water, the local indigenous people who wash their clothes from that river, who are drinking and using to cook their food from that river. I mean, it's a travesty. And I really believe that should stop an awful lot of the illegal mining on the rivers immediately.
Reporting for Joy News, Erastus Asaredonko, Atala, Ohiam Pernica, Samraboy, Western Region. Love News.
Super Morning Show is always the best on Joy 99.7 FM.
Erastus joins us now. Also, Ken Ashigbe is with us. He's the convener for the Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining. Erastus, of course, as you know, is the assisting news editor at Love FM. He's the producer of Destruction for Gold, excerpts of which you just heard. Erastus.
Yeah,
I mean, thanks for doing this again. But look, the headline is, the thing is worse. I mean, how? Was nothing at all done by those who promised to take control of the situation?
Well, I will say that nothing really exceptional was done by anybody. And normally when they hear the reports on TV, they get out of the villages. In this particular sense, at Samraboy, the Unipower company engaged some security forces to drive them out of the areas we visited. And so those areas lie fallow at the moment, but just that you see the deep pits that we showed are still there. They were uncovered. Nothing. And it doesn't surprise me, because in those areas, when they dig the pits, they leave them and they don't cover them. But then we are saying that nothing exceptional was done because there are more mining activities we found in adjoining villages. So I can talk about Boya and Bena, which is close to Hiampenica and the rest, within the Samraboy enclave. And you find Chinese miners. The law frowns on foreigners engaging in mining activities, small scale, in there. But you find Chinese miners this time around controlling affairs, sitting in the excavators and driving the activity by themselves. And so this particular mining site we found at Boya, the washing bay, the alluvial washing bay, that metal is sitting at the edge of the tunnel, and is intentional because it has been made in such a way that whatever residue that is flowing, they are washing, will go into the tunnel river.
Wow.
And to me, that is criminal. That is wickedness, cruelty. Because they know very well what they are washing is poison, but they directed it straight into the tunnel. And these are Chinese miners we found in there, as you see in the footage.
So
we went to, there's an airstrip in Samraboy, which is closer to town. And we went on the edge of the airstrip, you find another Chinese team. These two miners, they control the mine over there. They are also mining along the Tano River. And when I asked them, there was this guy who we met. He is a Ghanaian, and he's the security man in charge of the site. I asked him, who owns the site? He says, Akonta Mining. I said, are you sure? He said, yes. I asked the Chinese people on camera, and they said the same thing. But we tried to confirm with Akonta Mining. We went over there. We tried to talk to them. We stood there for like 30 minutes. And this man will come out. He says the PRO is not around. He says the manager is not around. So who is next in charge? We want to speak to them about that mine over there. They say it belongs to you. He said they are not around. So come later. We left our number there so that if they come, they should call us for that interview. We spent 3 days in the town. Nobody called. We called. Nobody picked. So we came back. Kojo, what I'm saying is that we are now seeing more murky, dirtier, polluted waters than we first saw in 2022. Prisia, Bogoso, under the bridge. Last year, it was flowing. It wasn't as dirty as we saw it this time around. Now, this time around, the river under the Prisia bridge, the Bogoso bridge, is thicker. You could see it's almost turned into mud. That's the Ankobra. And you see Champagne operators sitting on almost every 300 meters. You see Champagne gathered on the river itself.
Wow.
Mining in the middle of the river. We fetched samples, and I think after the documentary, when we are done, we'll be able to test them. This time around, we are testing them to find out what is in there. We'll be able to produce a strong data to back this case.
Indeed.
We went to Ankobra.
Yeah.
At the estuary. You see how the Ankobra is polluting the sea. And it discounts those images that, the deputy minister brought up to say that the river has cleaned itself, or the mining, the government anti-galamsey mining is getting better. No. We spent 4 hours on the Ankobra River, running through villages like Banso, Dominase, Douale, Anwolenzo, all the way to Axim. And you see Champagne sitting in the middle of such a huge, large river, mining with impunity. The forest we are talking about, Kojo, you remember Akonta Mining invaded the Tano Nimre Forest Reserve.
Yeah.
When we talked about it, we presented evidence. Nothing was done. Now it has emboldened young men in the area. When we went this second time, I tell you, what we saw there, when we finished the documentary, is shocking. We have over 500 young men in the Tano Nimre forest. This time, they are not using excavators. They are using pickers, mattock, and shovels. And Kojo, I was shocked that those simple tools can fall a tree any size. They dig beneath the tree for days. The guy we interviewed told me they dig for 5 days. And the tree is down. We saw Dangoma, we saw Udum, and other rare tree species felled with reckless abandon. They are not harvesting them. That is not their motive. They are in there to eat deep into the forest. And the rate at which they are eating deep into the Tano Nimre forest, I don't think by the end of this year we'll have any forest left. So if you ask me, we are still going on the ground from Chifu Praso, the Pra River. If you look at how dirty it is now, and you see the number of excavators sitting on the Chifu Praso forest area directly mining in the river, it will shock you. Now we are seeing more champagnes. Now the issue is about champagnes. They are deploying more champagnes into the rivers and polluting it because they feel that these days it's easy to buy the champagne. They approach people, and this time around we've been speaking with those who are polluting the rivers, the illegal miners, and they've been talking to us, sharing their views, and they tell us that, well, we don't have the jobs, so the big people mine in the reserve forest and nothing happens. So why can't we also destroy the rest of the river and get our money? Wow. And so now they are sitting in they approach the people in the society, chiefs. We found chiefs who are sponsoring champagne activities. They'll buy it for the young people, and then you are supposed to pay in 2 weeks. So you sit on the river and you do that pollution for 2 weeks, and then you go and pay for the champagne machine, and the machine is yours. So now you can take it anywhere and mine on a river. Wow. And that is what is happening across Western region, Ashanti region. We are yet to visit the Eastern region.
Let me bring in Ken Ashigbe. Now, Ken has been a loud voice in the campaign against illegal mining as the convener of the Media Coalition against Galamsey. Ken, I mean, honestly, after hearing Erastus, more people are doing Galamsey now than before. They are doing it at a higher intensity. There is even more impunity, less fear of consequence. They are polluting the rivers even more. The water bodies are more polluted than before. After all the talk, after all the promises of leadership to get this problem solved, hearing that it is worse. I mean, Ken, how do you feel like we've wasted our time? Do you feel like this has been futile?
Could you? I think that those who are doing this, perpetuating this ecological terrorism on us, want us to feel like that. They want us to despair. But you see, could you? For Joy FM listeners, you are listening to this documentary. I had the opportunity of watching it yesterday when we were on PM Express. Your heart will sink. The level of destruction, if you look at what is being done on the tunnel itself. And this is a country that has deployed over 100 drones. This is a country that has regional ministers in charge. This is a country that has a minister for lands and natural resources, a minister for environment, the forestry commission. You have DCs, MCs, who are the chairpersons of the district mining committee, who are the chairpersons of the district security committee. So the evidence on the ground shows that we are leaderless so far as this particular fight is concerned. And there are two things here. It is either our leaders are complicit or they are incompetent. In both ways, they are not deserving, of leading us. This issue of Akonta mining, the IGP has referred the matter to the Director General CID. We are yet to reach. The IGP wrote back to us, but the Director General CID is yet to respond to us. So are you surprised that the level of impunity would increase? When they see that people who do this damage, even when the Minister for Lands mentioned them out, are not, being dealt with, are you surprised that now they would move with mattocks and, pickaxes and shovels into the forest? They see that the people who matter do it and nobody touches them. Are you surprised that it's going to happen? What has happened to the MCE for Busimiri, the former MCE for Busimiri? All we have heard is that maybe he's been dismissed. If you look at the mining and whatever act, do you see dismissal as the punishment for engaging in an illegality? So I flew from Takoradi to Accra. And so what Erastus was talking about, the Ankobra polluting the sea, as you fly in, you see how far into the sea. And I think I have some videos of it. I'll share it with you. You see how far the sea is brown. The sea is brown. Before you get to the estuary, the color of the sea is not like that. So it just tells you that all of that intentional pollution is getting into the sea. On earth, is it that now you have Erastus, who is just a journalist, is able to see Chinese people who now are actively involved in the destruction of our land, and then you have the immigration, you have national security in these communities. So what security briefing is the regional minister getting? What security briefing are they giving to the president himself? And nothing is happening. The situation is getting worse. It is hard because you have some small-scale miners who are doing some great jobs. You go into the eastern region, for example, they are beginning to police the Brim River, and we're beginning to see, results in there. So there are people doing good things, and most of these people are Ghanaians doing this. They're reclaiming the land, and then you see this impunity and this recklessness happening and destroying our land. I don't know whether you've seen the pictures of, the octopus babies that are being born in some of these communities. And it's not one, it's not two, it's not three, it's not four. There are a lot of them that are happening. The damage that we are doing to ourselves as a country, we all need to wake up and look at what is happening and say that this cannot happen. Yesterday on PM Express, the ranking member for forestry, Dr. Paul, was talking about something that the Minerals Commission needs to come and answer about some, leases that have been given along and across river bodies. And we need to start asking ourselves, should we be mining everywhere? Our forest cover is going up. We have a few days to the Green Ghana Day. Why should we be struggling in planting new trees when we can't preserve the old trees? Look at what is happening in the forest that Erastus talked about. The trees are going, trees that are old. You have a forestry companies there that have helped in planting trees. All of this are being planted. And you ask yourself, where is the MP also in this? What are we doing to ourselves? And I think as Ghanaians, because where we have gotten to go, we need to start letting the local communities do the relationship between the damage that is being done and what is happening to their lives. So we can get them start revolting from the ground. You know, the politicians, the only thing they think about is not the next generation. All they think about is the next election. So if you have the masses now beginning to see, I think the time has come where we should have billboards planted in these communities where we paste the pictures of people who have lost babies or babies that have been born, so that we can use shock and awe for the people, so that the people themselves can rise up against these people. Because sometimes some of these things that happen, a lot of the people who are engaged in that are not even natives of those communities. You have the situation in the Wasa, the Goldfields place. That attack that was done was led by not Chinese, foreigners from other countries. They led those attacks. It was not even the local people. And so the local people need to start seeing it. And I think the next phase also is that we are going to the IMF and asking for, 3 billion? Whilst we are losing how many billions in gold from our country, and the cost of even going to restore this land. So maybe we should start writing to the IMF and the World Bank. They should start demanding from our leaders that before you get the next tranche of 600 million cedis, show to us that you are actually serious in the way you are governing so far as your natural resources are concerned. So I think we need to start changing our strategy. And I think even as the Media Coalition Against Galamsey, we need to now move to the next step, where we will now start taking legal actions against those who have done it and people don't want to deal with them. People like the directors of Akonta Mining, people like Heritage Imperial, who were given prospecting licenses and took 25 excavators in and destroyed. People like, the DCE or MCE for the tunnel place where Erasmus did this work, who are not doing their work. We need to start taking them to court and at least suing them. Maybe that's the point we've gotten to. So we need support from lawyers who can help us, who have Ghana at heart, who can help us take on this particular crusade. Because just talking about it, reporting, how many times haven't we done this? But the impunity continues.
So, Ken, I'm wondering how far-reaching, or let me ask this question first. What can we do differently? Everything you've said so far, these are things that we have been pushing for since the beginning of this Galamsey fight. The accountability, the prosecutions, the activism in communities, causing people to rise up. These are the things we've been pushing for from the beginning. They are not happening. Galamsey is getting worse. What can we do differently?
That's why I don't think we have written any petitions to the World Bank, the IMF, and all of these so-called development partners.
Right.
To tell them that, if they are supposed to be supporting us, as a country, we are not even sustainable, the rate at which we are going, in the destruction that we are doing to our land. So they need to start looking at that. I'm not too sure. We have not done the legal work yet. So maybe we need to start also going in and start suing people who are supposed to work, who are not working. I am not too sure we've pushed a lot of letting the people, because they sit in these communities and they think that, okay, because we're getting, some money every day, so it is fine for us to do it. I think that is where this collaboration that they are calling MAP, media academia partnership would come in, where we need to do a lot more work, so that we can demonstrate to these people that the net result is not just negative, it's deeper than negative, if there's anything like that. And I think that a PR campaign, local PR campaigns in those communities, because if you do that, and you can get people rising up. A lot of these cocoa farmers who are losing their farms and all of that, they are quiet and they seem to be in the minority.
Yeah.
But if you're able to help them with a voice and they come out, and we can run some campaigns in there for them to see that this is the damage we're doing to ourselves. Then we will be able to start acting. There's a story I'm going to be following up. There's supposed to be one chief who is on the Council of State who is actually supposed to be funding some galamsey happening in some forest reserve. Wow. I'm definitely going to work with Erastus and a few other people so that we can start exposing some of these people. We need not just Erastus. We need a lot more journalists also doing a lot more investigative work. We need a lot of that. But you see, sometimes the level of lack of accountability in this country is really shocking and it's really surprising that we show these things. We mention names. You have Professor Frimpong Boakye respond to a letter that was written to him, give a report, and nothing is happening. Sometimes, Kojo, then I tell the first question you ask tends to be worried that it's as if we're losing it and we're normalizing it. Because ask yourself, how is it that the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources would name somebody who's involved in an illegality? We have a government that has also passed a sanction regime that is more tougher. And as for now, nothing has happened to that particular person. And another thing that's happening, you see how the Anglo Gold mines were invaded? Yeah. You see in even that documentary, another licensed miner, they have gone to his territory. You see what happened in the Wassa Goldfields place. We are emboldening these people. They are getting armed and all of that. Very soon, some pockets of this country would become ungovernable. Ungovernable. What is happening in the north is even scary because now we are getting a lot of cyanide coming from Burkina Faso. And you know how poisonous cyanide is. Yeah. But they are coming into this country and we're putting them in the hands of people who know nothing about how to protect even themselves. Even themselves. So, and when you get up to the north, they are not doing a lot of the alluvial, although they do some of it. A lot of them is deep mining. So you will find that they are building, mines that are not secure. The lives that we are going to get lost, apart from the cyanide pollution that we're going to see, it's even going to get worse. So I think the time has come for all of us to stop just the talk and start walking the talk. Because in terms of policies, in terms of regulations, we have all of them. Currently now, excavators are weapons of mass destruction. So it should not be only that if you say you are going to use the excavator for mining that it should be tracked. Every excavator in this country now should be tracked, should be geofenced, and we should treat them that before you want to use them. The same way we'll license, a Scud missile. That is the same way we should license all of these heavy moving, equipment. The issues about drones. Because if you have drone footage, and, nobody should be telling somebody, Erastus will not have to go there to go and find this out. Somebody should be doing something.
Right. Ken, this is, of course, if anyone just joined us, we're talking about Galamsey. The headline is, it's getting worse. Erastus Asare Donko's latest work proves that. We're talking to Erastus and Ken. We're going to wrap up. And Ken, there's one last thing I want to ask you. Leadership is cause, everything else is effect. The president said he will put his presidency on the line. Today, 7 years into his presidency, Galamsey is worse. The last time he talked about one of his own people who has been named as the owner of a company that is involved in illegal mining, Akonta Mining. His response was that Akonta Mining is not currently in the forest reserves. How do you assess the president and his leadership in this fight against Galamsey?
I will leave that to you. Yeah, you just said it. So I'll leave that to you and to generations to judge. Because for me, at the end of the day, you talk about leadership as cause, everything else is effect. At the end of the day, I also believe in, by their fruits you will know them. So let's look at the outputs. Let's look at what is happening. And, and see whether we are being effective in the fighting, of this. And beyond the presidency, who definitely the back will end with, all the various leaders who are also involved in this, what are they also doing? Because some of the problems, we need local solutions for them. So as we hold the president accountable, a typical example is behind the police station. How is it that behind the police station, there's Galamsey happening? So let's ask ourselves, all the pockets of leaders who are in this community, what are we all doing, into making sure that we can get a resolution to this? So I would leave the answer to that question to all of us. Let's look at what is happening, and let's be able to judge based on the output. When you have a country where you have billions of dollars, gold fleeting, when you have a country where, now your water bodies, are turning into the turbidity levels are what you're seeing. When you have a country where you are poisoning yourself, you know that when you are in war and you poison the water of your enemy, it is termed as one of the gravest crimes you can commit. I wonder how people would describe people who actually poison themselves, their own water bodies like the way we're doing. And we are allowing the Chinese to continue to perpetuate, the economic welfare on us. They come in, they are destroying our water bodies. We are seeing them directly, and we need to call the Chinese out. And then they go out there, and then they are now starting to produce cocoa. Our cocoa is under threat, and we are not seeing all of this. And we are all not going to wake up and say, let's do something differently about this. Kojo?
Ken, thank you. Thank you very much. Ken Ashigbe is the convener for the Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining. Erastus Asaridonko, who we heard earlier, is the assisting news editor at Love FM. He's the producer of the latest documentary on Galamsey. It's called Destruction for Gold, and it's coming soon. Ray.
Can we give up? No,
we can't afford to. We can't afford to.
Yes, I mean, we can give up relying on state officials to deal with this problem. At that point, I think that ship has sailed a long time, because it's either their hands and neck deep into the Galamsey in ways that they cannot do it, or they fear for their electoral fortunes, so they really cannot crack the whip anywhere they want to do so. We gave some people specific powers. We gave them responsibility. Is for organized society, law and order is supposed to be regulated. And the people we give that power to, we set up structures. There's a ministry. We had a ministerial committee. Then we now have a deputy ministerial committee. We have a ministry directly in charge. We have a minister, a deputy minister, directly in charge of that particular sector. We have mining districts across this country. Let's not forget that. We have Minerals Commission. We have mining inspectors for every single mining district in this country. We have DCs, a district. It has security committee. Sometimes there are military and police people on these security committees. We have deployed military men to several places in the Republic of Ghana. Our military, they are very effective. Ask the guys who actually do the international peacekeeping projects.
They're ranked number 5 in the world.
Yes.
For peacekeeping missions.
They are
Ghana.
effective. They are respected all over the world. Are you telling me these men are incompetent in driving out illegal miners in the Republic of Ghana?
No, it's
the military and the security system that's effectively fighting even terrorism. The one that's actually deploying and mapping out the various strategies. These people cannot deal with illegal mining. It is because we have said to ourselves we only fight this fight with our maps. And that in reality and on the ground, nothing is happening. And that we deliberately, sometimes when we even choose, we will go there and say, okay, let's do a bit of Kojo's concession and leave some his own. Because that one, he is with us. He can fund the next election. This one, it will help him win the next election. So we know in every community, today, I know that some chiefs have been removed in times for different reasons. I've not seen anybody in any community saying that we are removing our chief because he's complicit. He's an active participant in this. There are other chiefs anyway who are very great. They are big people. They are qualified to remove other chiefs. I have not heard any of them removing anybody merely because the person is neck deep in this. So at some point, if all these structures from the top straight down to that district level, the lowest level, you can find anybody. In any case, assuming the district is not functioning, there are unit committees. In every smallest area of this country, the assemblyman that report on several issues, from robbery straight down to even electricity issues, assemblymen report on them. They do not see illegal mining happening, or they are part of it. So
only Erastus.
Yes.
Sees illegal mining.
Yes, and at some
Everybody
point
else
in
is
the
blind to
Republic of Ghana, we bought drones. They were displayed. We went out there to see them.
We sent helicopters to go and fire heavy artillery at Shangfang.
Yeah.
We shared videos.
Yes.
In press at information ministry in press.
We
briefings.
put every relevant chief in a room and did conferences. Kumasi, Accra.
My God, we put presidency on the line.
Yes. But why? If this was even COVID, even deadly COVID, we didn't devote this much time and energy to dealing with it.
And you see,
and did not get anywhere with it.
Ray, the thing that upsets me is that we are pretending we don't know who is behind. Look, let me tell you, one institution run by the state that we absolutely need to call out is Ghana's embassy in China. Because these Chinese people, they don't fly on broomsticks into this country.
That's true.
They go for visas.
Yeah.
At our embassy in China. When they go, what do they say? Do they say, I'm coming as a tourist?
Even if it's on arrival, we the human beings review them.
Do they say, I'm coming to cook? I'm coming to clean? Or do they say, I'm coming to do galamsey? So, when they come here and we catch them mining in our water bodies, and we ask them and they say, I'm working for Akonta Mining, for example, do we trace it back? Do we take their visa and look at what they said in it? Who granted it to them? Who allowed this person in? What questions did they ask him? Did they satisfy themselves that this individual is coming to do what he says he's coming to do? The thing that every country does as a basic rudimentary requirement before allowing someone in. Did we do any of those checks before allowing these saboteurs who are now committing what would be a war crime if someone did it in their country?
And we have right of admission. They are not citizens of this country. We
No.
can prevent them. They do to other people all the time.
So how are these people making it in here? How are they making it? At our borders, how are they crossing? The gold that they mine, where does it go?
Recently,
Who do they sell it to? Why are we pretending this is a difficult problem to solve?
Because we don't want to solve it. So I actually think, and I agree, the solution now lies in the hands of the people who do not feel and are not beneficiaries. Again, not everybody is a beneficiary of this particular canker.
Most of us are not.
Yes.
Most of us are not beneficiaries.
They make money out of it. They pollute your water. They are destroying your future. They are destroying your cocoa. Cocoa is the bedrock of this economy. If we take it out of it, recently we are excited that we have received the cocoa syndicated loan. You get my point? It is the bedrock of it. We are destroying every vegetation. We don't have anything left. It's not as if we can build up any alternative on the table. Our economy is in tatters. So it is not in our interest. It is only in the interest of a few people. Listen, if you're a beneficiary, perhaps you can sit somewhere. But for those of us who are not beneficiaries, are we also complicit?
Well, we are.
Because
by doing
now
nothing.
Water is more expensive because they are buying more chemicals to treat the same water. The guy is giving you cost. And yet, all that we do is, oh, well, something new has come up. Let's talk about it. Very soon, you'll be buying water. You, even the sachet water has become your main drinking water now. You can't buy. How much more being dependent on imported water? They are destroying your DNA. At every level, you should be concerned. It is not a matter of a media coalition. You are also Ghanaian. And some of you are just like me. You don't have the resources. So it is in our interest. And see, why? This is the only country we have. I mean, I'm not a dual citizen of any country. This is the only country I have. And many people are like me. See, half of the country, they won't get the opportunity to go anywhere else. In any case, where are you going to? Togo? or Burkina Faso. I mean, at some point, it is in our interest to protect our own lands. When the people you are giving the power to will not do it, tell them that it is ultimately you who gave them the power. But we don't care. I mean, you listen to it all. The guy gets the gold money, gets to flaunt it, abuse it. It causes even inflation in your area. You are not a beneficiary. They'll take your girlfriend too. But in all of this cumulated, you are not, even your child who is yet to be born is going to suffer for a destroyed environment.
So you have no benefit.
Yes.
You have every single negative consequence on you.
Brilliant.
But when we are saying it, then you go and defend them.
I can't
because
get
that's
the point.
Your party. What has this got to do with party? What has this got to do with party? They are destroying the very earth you live on.
And we are becoming...
You are standing there complaining that there are no opportunities. This country is being destroyed. You want to travel abroad. The abroad that you want to go to, do you think this is what they did there? They won't even allow you to come there. They won't even allow you to come there with your backward thinking to come and do that. But we are sitting in our own country and letting our leaders do that, and we hail them. We hail them. We go on social media and we defend them. What is there to defend? Which of the leaders in this country right now is worth your defense? How much of your breath should you spend defending the person who is benefiting from your destruction?
And think about it
your
again.
Your children are being born as octopuses. Octopi, or say whatever. Your children are being born deformed, and you are defending them.
Kojo, there are countries where the conversation is that they are providing kidney machines for people in their homes. Here, the few that are scattered in the hospitals, you can't pay for it. Even people with legitimate health concerns. But they are destroying your body. They are destroying your kidneys too. It's not as if you are getting money for it, or you are actively participating in it.
Raymond,
so what is your motivation?
Maybe
if you're not complicit?
Maybe we should just stop this conversation before we start calling for anarchy, because to be perfectly honest, at this point, if we were a nation that had any kind of honor, people would be en masse marching out of their offices in disgrace because they have failed.
Yeah.
You have failed us.
You sit as a DCE in a district, and you cannot stop just illegal mining with all the machines involved and the people that are involved.
Let's stop.
Well,
let's stop, okay? Let's take a break. We'll be back after this.
Tell me where you gonna run go. Yeah, I be some here. Tell me play. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. Tell me where we gonna run. To make another land.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Introducing the new Techno Spark 10 series. Enjoy a long-lasting 5000 mAh battery capacity plus 18 watts charging pad in an ultra-sleek 6.7-inch Full HD screen with a storage galore of 256GB plus 8GB. You can save every memory and never lose any. 32 megapixels glowing selfie camera and 50 megapixels AI rear camera. Get your Techno Spark 10 series. Visit the nearest Techno accredited shop and join the glowing selfie gang.
My people, Philadelphia. Our very own Adansi Travels is 10 years old. I hope you remember what they did on their 5th anniversary with a 555 figure and even the power of 8.
Then this will be a 10-day thing.
That is right. We are going on a 10-day adventure in Dubai on a chartered Emirates flight full of Adansi travelers from 10th to 19th August. And starting from $1,650, you can be part of this Adansi-licious 10th anniversary tour. The rate covers flight, hotel accommodation, breakfast, visa, airport transfer, tours, and Adansi at 10 mega party at Dubai Desert Camp with the legendary Samini.
Adansi Travelers Tour. It survived the 10th anniversary. Don't be a part of this.
You can pay a minimum of $500 to book your seat and pay the rest till 15th July. Contact Adansi Travels now on 0595 500 817 or 055 631 0404 to book your spot now. Adansi Travels. Fuel life's beauty.
Ojam, why you make quiet like that?
Oh, Charlie, I go do some POP, give somebody where the cornices not fine, cry.
I always they tell you, say, for decorative roses and cornices, the solution be interface. Them have different imported cornices and roses in different designs and shapes. Installing them be so easy, and it go give your customer the finishing he wants.
Ojam, take me go interface right now before I lose this customer.
Interface Limited is the leading supplier and installer of finishing input materials for the building and construction industry in Ghana. Call us on 0274-999999 or visit our website at
www.interfacelimited.net. Facebook Interface Limited GH. Instagram interface.limited.
You do know that you cannot always do things the same way and expect different results, right? How about changing your strategy and giving your team members a different perspective to life? Do things differently. Conduct your next corporate meetings, conferences, and workshops at sea on a cruise whilst cruising to breathtaking destinations. Your participants will love it, and you will be amazed at their level of commitment, productivity, and ultimately save a lot. Happy workers, happy results. Motivate and reward your agents, affiliates, and staff with an all-inclusive cruise package to the Mediterranean, Southern Africa, Greek islands, and the Persian Gulf. For inquiries, call your cruise people on 0308 251 055 or visit yourcruisepeople.com.
After your last documentary, those that they were in operation, they left the community or they left the site. They are no more here or destroying the land.
But our tour of the adjoining villages along the tunnel revealed disturbing pictures of direct active mining in the Tano River with residues directed into the tunnel.
Think about the future children. Mankind wicked and wise. Destroy. Cyanide that mercury in the water. They let this poisoning the water. The farmlands are chemicalized and I don't know what to do. Yeah, and this is because of it.
Are you looking for a new way to revise for your WASI? Then Joy Learning has everything you need in place. Yes, we are back with the 2023 revision show for SHS 3 learners. Don't worry, your favorite question of the day section wasn't left out. And oh, you can engage with your facilitators during live TV lessons, ask questions, and get real-time feedback in the comfort of your own space. The 2023 revision show for SHS learners shows every Monday to Friday at 7:30 p.m. right here on Joy Learning. Joy Learning, learning is so fun. Joy Learning, keep learning.
The most exciting, entertaining, and competitive cookery show. Big Chef Tertiary Edition coming soon.
To learn even more, because they are organizing something rather special and they're here to tell us all about it. Let's say good morning to Na Ache Nyakpo. Have I said that right?
That's right.
Good. And Fred Asante Omani. It's good to see you both. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Excellent. So Na Ache happens to be the cluster and network expert for cosmetics and personal care value chain under the West Africa Competitiveness Program. And Fred is the head of agribusiness at the Ghana Export Promotion Authority. It's good to have you both. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Now, listen, we want to know about this WACOMP situation. You guys are doing a Made in ECOWAS exhibition, right?
Right.
Tell us about it.
Right. So the WACOMP is an acronym. It's a project that is funded by the European Union, being implemented by UNIDO. And in Ghana, we have 3 value chains. That is the focus. Now, the project itself, although being implemented, is across the country. Okay, so the partners are Ministry of Trade and all the agencies under Ministry of Trade. That includes GEPA. This specific trade fair that we're going to have is really spearheaded by GEPA. Okay. It's meant to be, a continuous program. So that's the summary about
yeah.
what the trade fair is about.
Okay, well, it sounds like a great initiative. The idea is that we want to push these 3 value chains, which are processed fruits, right?
Right.
Then cassava, and then cosmetics.
Right.
And we're pushing these 3 in particular under this program.
Right.
Okay. So tell us about this upcoming event, the exhibition.
Okay, thank you so much, Kojo. So it's not cassava, as in the cassava in its raw state, but products that you get from cassava, cassava derivatives from cassava. So this exhibition is taking place at the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, the Four Courts, from the 29th of June to 1st of July. And I hope your listeners know where Accra EMA office is.
Yes, just behind the Octagon, am I right?
Exactly,
Right.
just
The
behind
center
it.
of Accra. Yeah.
Center of Accra, yes. So it shows that carefully, because we want people to patronize the fair, we want people to come, visitors to come and look at what we can get from cassava and these value chains that we've mentioned, so people can get interest in it.
So tell us why these 3 particular value chains: processed fruits, cassava products, and cosmetics. Why these?
Right. So the project selected these 3 because it was found out that whether we're aware of it or not, there are lots of export products in these 3 value chains. When you talk about fruits, focus is on mango and pineapple. A lot of it is produced here, and a lot of it finds its way into the European market. When you talk about cassava, ethanol, high quality cassava flour, cassava chips, it's used in huge industries for producing different kinds of things. Cosmetics focus is on shea butter, black soap, and all related cosmetic products with that. All these find its way onto the European market. However, they do not conform to standards. And so the idea behind this project is to make sure that SMEs involved in these value chains are able to compete on the European market, even on our local markets, because we have some of these products, sent out in its raw state and imported and resold to us while we have it in abundance here, So the idea is to help those adding value to it to improve on what they're doing and take, compliance seriously in the face of AFTA.
Excellent. All right, if you just joined us, we're talking to Naache Nyakpo and Fred Asante Omane. They are telling us about the upcoming ECOWAS exhibition, which is pushed by WACOMP, the West Africa Competitiveness Program. And so far, we're learning about the 3 value chains: processed fruits, cassava products, and cosmetics. So let's learn a bit more about the actual event itself. Tell us how many exhibitors you're expecting. How big is it? Are you anticipating it to be?
Okay, so we are expecting over 100 exhibitors of the 3 value chains. Then we are expecting about 500 trade visitors each day for the 3 days. It's a 3-day event.
Right.
Then as part of the other sidelines of the exhibition itself, we are having a workshop. I mean, there's going to be a workshop to speak more about how these companies or these exhibitors will be competitive in the ECOWAS market, in the AFTA market, and the European market.
Right.
So we have a workshop that we've invited seasoned speakers in trade, experts in trade, to come and speak to these exhibitors. Yes.
That's great. So if people want to participate, visit or exhibit, how do they go about it?
So if you want to be part of it, we have flyers. I'm sure multimedia, your platform have their flyers, the banners. There's a link on the flyer that you go through the link and it will give you access to how to register. Now, if you have any challenge with registering, there's a number I can,
Yes, please share it.
Yes, so you can call this number if you have any challenge in registering, 0547 513 373. Can I repeat?
Yep.
0547 513 373 is the number to call if you have any challenge when you're trying to register. Yes.
Fantastic. Well,
it's for 500 cities. Let me just quickly add that.
Okay, to exhibit.
To exhibit, exactly.
Okay, that's
so just 500
reasonable.
cities.
Okay, yeah, good. Well, we're learning all about the upcoming ECOWAS exhibition by WACOMP. That's the West Africa Competitiveness Program. Naache and Fred are briefing us on it. Okay, so contact details, phone numbers, web addresses, all the stuff we need to take action?
So there's a lot of information about the WACOM project. You can go to our website, and we have also social media handles, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. Learn a bit more. This is going to offer a huge exposure, okay, because in the face of after, everybody who is in these value chains needs to understand that competition is coming and it's not waiting. You have to be ready, and this project actually encourages you to be aware and take the necessary steps you need to be in business and to compete better. So it's better that you sign up and come see, come exhibit, come learn, and in general, be on top, be ahead.
I like that. Be competitive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can also find the link through GEPA's website, gepa.gov. Every details about the program, if you have any challenge, you can call the number that I just mentioned, then we will take you through. Thank you very much.
Listen, we can't wait. We certainly want to see how it all turns out and how we can all tap in and benefit from these three value chains of processed fruits, cassava products, and cosmetics. So we'll be there at the WACOM Made in ECOWAS exhibition.
We expect everybody to pass by, pay a visit.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Nache Ngapo is cluster and networks expert for cosmetics and personal care value chain under the West Africa Competitiveness Program, and Fred Asante-Omane is the head of agribusiness at the Ghana Export Promotion Authority. Thank you both for your time with us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
There's more, including your messages after these.
Prepare for an unforgettable theatrical experience as Image Bureau, in partnership with April Communications and Joy FM, present A Detective Calls.
You must apologize to her at once. Apologize for what? Doing my duty?
The most intriguing play of the year returns to the National Theatre. 3rd and Sunday 4th June for 2 captivating shows each day at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m.
It didn't seem like such a terrible thing at the time, don't you understand?
Grab a ticket for this highly anticipated rerun for only 150 cedis at Kuala, Airport Shell, Nalim Stores, Betronat Hotel, Frankie's, or online at www.imagebrogh.com or dial *713*101#, supported by Neeplant Car Rental, Digicraft, Daily Guide, sponsors The Sport Furniture, Saka Homes, A Detective Calls.
Because you're not the kind of father a chap could come to when you're in trouble, that's why. Hey, don't talk to me like that.
This is not a comedy.
We have begun the One Village, One Dam initiative, and you here in Bogo can see for yourself. 570 are being built.
One village, one dam. After the fanfare, we go back to Ayopia in the Bongo district of the Upper East region, where it all started.
Somebody should be answering the questions. Why? What happened? We need to hold people accountable. We can't just say it has failed, therefore that be it.
How much is the average cost of the dam?
It's from between 230 to 250,000. The highest is the 250,000.
But how much was really spent? Thirsty Dams, a Johnny's Hotline documentary by Jojo Kobina. Coming soon.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
You see how we blick on the baby, and they feel like it don't kind of mighty. Uju, Abian, Uju, love to get it. Uju, when I think about the things you do, something they tell me to marry you, Abian, Uju, love to get it. When I think about the things you do, something they tell me to marry you, because everything we you, anything I do, you, anytime I want to enjoy you, anytime I want to laugh, you. When I want Sokoto, na you. When I go Sokoto, na you. Body color, na you. Na you, na you. Yeah, oh what a wine.
Hey, welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy, and our conversation about Galamsey has certainly touched a nerve with a lot of you. You've been sending your tweets and your text messages through. We'll be sharing a few of them in just a moment. Very interesting tweets. Stay with us for that. But first, now is your time to enjoy the Royal Foam mattress at an affordable rate. Okay, they are bringing you a sales promotion called Wunsu Wumrenye. It's your time to enjoy 10% off the current prices of their mattresses. So that's a 10% discount on their mattresses, plus you get free pillows as well. If you want to know about this, call Royal Foam or go to any of their shops. Their phone number is 020-227-1000. Okay, call them for more information. Royal Foam, rest assured. Now, I've got some good news for small to medium scale business owners. SME Plus gives you the chance to manage all of your operational cost in communication. This service allows you to choose from affordable packages and enjoy talk time, SMS, data, and business content all bundled into one subscription. The other exciting news is you get free on-net calls every Monday from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. thanks to MTN. Just dial *5060# to sign up today. You can WhatsApp or call 0244-308-111 for more information and stay connected everywhere you go. All right, it's about time you started thinking about what to order for lunch, right? So order some tasty grilled chicken with fried rice, the best of its kind. Enjoy the smell of the aroma of carefully selected fresh ingredients. Feel the love in every bite of excellently savored and sizzled food. If you're working in Accra or Tema, you can call Lunch Avenue on 0558 502 206 to order fresh, home-cooked and nutritious meals. Lunch Avenue, tasty, yummy, and healthy. And finally, don't forget to go to kingdomstoreonline.com. You can pay for any of Kingdom Books and Stationery's products on this website via Momo across any network, and then they will deliver to your home or office. Very speedy delivery as well. If you're in Accra or Tema, you get free delivery. Terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. Raymond, what is the World Wide Web saying?
Now, at Otabel 305 says, no, we're not committed to the fight against Galamsey because the people we trusted are not doing much to curb it. They organized press conferences just to let us know what they are doing to stop it, but in reality, it's just mere rhetoric. And this one says, okay, just talk, no action. And Kwabena Bana says, how can it get better when all we do is fight Galamsey in our offices? If we really want to win this fight, then we need more action on the ground. Now, Kasa Tintin in Toponko. So that's what Kwabena Bana is saying. And Hen Agbo says, how do you intend fighting Gala? Educate the people, provide jobs with attractive salaries. So to him, an alternative system would play. We have an institution that's supposed to be doing that.
We have several.
Yes. There's specifically an institution that's supposed to provide alternative livelihoods. In this case, I think Louis Carousel Donko's group, that's their job anyway.
Don't forget all the youth.
Yeah, the ones we keep adding on to it.
Yes.
In the name of providing yes. At some point, there was the every depth, less depth, yes deck. All of those were
so many decks.
Anyway,
and still nowhere to berth our boat.
Now, this one is from Ado Craig. Said Ghana is capable of fighting Galamsey through a community-based approach. Citizens have to realize that this can't be done through policy initiatives because it will always fail as stakeholders are in authority. Community leaders and foes can stand against them. And Rock GS says, well, maybe we should ask the person who was committed enough to put his presidency on the line. Yes, that is. He's asking about commitment in this case. And Royal Pambo says, we are not.
We were told that was a figure of speech.
Yeah, that was later on. I mean, of course, I'm sure many in government will dissociate themselves from that anyway. After how many years now? I believe the menace is out of touch now. Even those preaching against it are tirelessly involved. Such a shaky government. And that's what Royal Pamboy is saying. And also Samuel said, has there ever been a fight against Galamsey? That's an important question. And he's adding, don't be deceived. Well, that's an important question. Patrick Aziakpo says, maybe we should think maybe you think you drink bottled water, so you are safe. Yes, some plantains or foodstuff are brought from these same areas. And your wife may go and buy this plantain, cassava, and other foodstuff and use it to prepare food for you. I know some people believe that this is organic. So organic means it was brought from my hometown. It's not as if it's their own farm. It's somebody going to bring. It's the same polluted food we are all eating. That's why I'm worried when people who are supposed to be unconnected, not beneficiaries, are also part of those enabling the process. And you see, in this case, if you stay removed from it, you are part of the problem. Now, let me read 2 more of the messages here. And we can't cheat nature. Nature will strike hard if we continue on this path. Michael Opekumi is the one saying so. And Afiado says, which commitment are we talking about? Once the president ignores all cases brought up against him and his people, we can never win this war against Galamsey if we continue this way. Eduqueno says, Ghanaians are not angry enough. The stench of corruption by this government and the pandemic of dishonesty and greed by politicians is disgraceful, and we are all complicit. Closing our eyes and ears to corruption is a serious blow to our freedom. And that is what Eduqueno is actually saying.
We have a couple of WhatsApp messages here. This one says, for how long are we going to sit down and watch our blessed land turn into a cursed one by a few people? And most of these wrongs in our country are being perpetrated by those in authority. So I would suggest we take our future into our own hands, march to those areas and deal with those committing the crimes with our weapons. Oh dear, I hope not. And also throw the